In this video, we're going to get this Mustang clear coated. Hey YouTube, this is Donnie Smith, and we are working on the Mustang project, the Eastwood Mustang project, and we are finally to the clear coat. In the last video, we did some stripes, and now we're ready to start clear coating this, and we're almost done with this project. And as we've been shooting this project, we've just been using a camera and letting it go the entire time. So we have lots and lots of footage. So I had to take some dead time out. I left all the steps that we did in it, but I did have to speed it up a little bit so I don't have you watching this video for hours. Well, enough about that. Let's get started. Alright, we've got this car wiped down to, to remove any contaminants that we had from our hands when we was masking. Tacking it off with a tack cloth. And notice she's got gloves on here. From this point forward, it's good to wear gloves, just to keep from contaminating the surface any further. But get it all tacked off, and this is what really gets a clean paint job. Making sure that you go through these extra steps, and the tacking and the cleaning. It seems like that's you have to do that over and over and over. But if you want a clean paint job, that's what it takes. You really need to make sure the surface is clean. But we're going around, getting ready to spray. And now we are going to apply the clear coat. We've got the base coat, which is the black base coat on there. We put some stripes on. You can't really see them in this video, but we did spray some stripes on there. And now we're about to start clear coating. Now the first thing I'm going to do before I actually start clear coating, I'll get the gun adjusted and everything, but I am going to spray just a real thin coat, just a tack coat. Where those stripes were at, just where the stripes are at, because I've noticed, the stripe is a hard line, where the stripe is at, and if you go and just immediately start trying to put your full wet coats like you normally would, sometimes that clear coat will kind of catch on that edge, that hard line edge, and even if it doesn't run, it might kind of give it a saggy look. So by putting this thin coat on, it kind of, a tack coat, kind of gives it something to bridge that line and gives the clear coat that you put on, it'll kind of give it something to stick to, and you won't have that problem. So I think it's always a good idea if you have stripes, to do that, to put that tack coat on. And we didn't do the whole car, just where the stripes are at. And now we're putting a first coat of clear, and we're starting on the roof and working this way, and now we are using a full wet. I think the technical data sheet said 2 to 3. We put 3 on this one, and it turned out really good. And I had to do a few adjustments on the gun there, and that's something. If something's not working right, always stop and see what it is. Don't just keep going, or you're gonna have stripes or have some type of defects. So always, if something's not right, try to fix it, especially with a spray gun. If one of them holes become clogged or something, it's not going to spray right. So we are getting around this car, just about done. Although we still have a lot of parts to put on this car, and that will be the last video, which will be the next one, but we're gonna put it back together, and you can actually see what this car looks like, done, completed, inside and outside, and it's gonna look really, really good. The job did come out really clean. It came out, glossy. I mean, it looks great. So we're going around, and like I mentioned in the previous video, I like painting panel by panel. I don't really like doing the whole side at one time unless I'm doing a tri-coat, where I have pearl, where I have a third, a tinted clear or candy or something like that. You want to do the whole side at one time. Alright, I did the first little bit of that, just kind of demonstrating, because this is a new clear that we're using, so we're kind of having to adjust to that. We have not used this. It's a European clear, Eastwood European clear. And with any clear, you're going to have to spray, you're going to have to get used to it. They're all going to be a little bit different. I know this European clear, even before we cleared this, you've got to watch it. You probably want to get a little bit further away until you get used to it and kind of get the hang of it, and then you can kind of adjust it as you go. But this clear will run, a little bit easier. For most of the Europeans I've used, it will run a little bit faster than your other normal clears. But the European clear, I mean, it really flows out, and after you're done spraying, it looks really, really good. And it's always good to have someone in there to kind of help you control the hose. Most painters don't have that luxury. You know, if you're a painter, you're probably going to be doing that by yourself. So, but it is nice. All right, now we are putting the second coat on. And notice we're using a bucket here. It's just because, you know, we didn't need a lot of room, just a little bit of help there. And notice I'm putting my hand on the masking area right there. You don't want to put that in the clear coat, but you know, you can, I use the masking area to lean over if I need to. And also when I'm spraying this roof, I want you to know something else. When I'm in the center, I'm a little bit further away, you know, because I'm short, so I have to spray a little bit further away to reach it good. And notice in the center, I'm having to spray a little bit slower. And then when I get to you know, the outsides, I can change my speed up, my speed and distance. And it's kind of hard to tell that, you know, in this video where we're going so fast, you know, you can't really see the speed that I'm traveling. But back to using that 5-gallon bucket. We also have some stands, like if you need to walk a little bit, you know, we got some that's long that you can move around, but this just seemed easy for what we're doing. Okay, now we're getting the... And when spraying, just try to remember all your different angles. I mean, we are not spraying boxes where you have 2 angles. I mean, you've got all these different angles, and you need to make sure your gun is matching those angles. And, you know, like up around your wheel wells and, you know, down on your rocker and places like that is where it's going to be dry a lot of times because you didn't have your gun angle right. It's all important, you know, your speed, your overlap, your gun angles, and getting all that right, you know. It's just going to take practice. And then like us here, you know, each clear is going to act a little different, you know, so you got to get used to the specific clear you're using. This is our first time, other than the parts, you know, we sprayed the parts with this Eastwood, but so we're adjusting to it. I mean, it worked well, looked good, but, you know, it is something that we did have to adjust to just a little bit, you know, to get the hang of it. So yeah, this job has, you know, it's been a work in progress, and really, you know, it's been a long time for me editing these videos. You know, it didn't take us that long. I think it took us 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks from start to finish, but we didn't work on it, you know, a lot in our class time. This was something, I think about an hour to 2 hours a day is what we worked on this. So okay, now we're putting the final coat on, and you gotta, you know, when you're putting that final coat on, however it looks when you're done spraying, that's how it's going to look. So you want to make sure everything looks, you know, the way it should, glossy, you know, have that depth. Look at the lights, you know, how does the lights look in the reflection? So we're getting that third coat put on, and this will give us plenty of mills. You know, even if we decide to buff this, or anything like that, or if we do get any paint defects, we get any dirt or runs, you know, that third coat will give you extra to buff there. And again, I think with all the different angles, like the top edges of the doors and the inside edges of the top of those fenders and things like that, you know, there's so many different angles you got to get. So I think, you know, spraying each panel at a time, I can do a better job for that reason. And what will happen if your angles are off? You know, just like I talked about on that rocker panel, you know, if your angle's not right, it's going to kind of have a dry area. It's going to look kind of dry. So, you know, if you want that to look super wet, super glossy, you know, you're going to have to get every angle, because this paint does not, you know, it does not go around the corners and the curves and, you know, just suck to the panel, you know, so that we got to make sure that it does do that, you know, that it's sprayed right to make those. All right, I've slowed it down here so you can get kind of an idea of the actual spraying. You know, this is actual time here. I didn't want to take forever, you know, doing it, but I did decide to do this one panel, and you can kind of see the actual time. And I know this video view is not the best. I mean, we just used a GoPro and put it up there, you know, for a lot of this, but you know, that's really all we had the time to do. Didn't have a lot of camera equipment or time to even do the camera. So but you know, it does show you all the steps that we took. Notice how I'm getting the inside of that wheel well there. You want to make sure that you get all those different edges. And I know going fast, you really can't see a lot of that. So, but yeah, these videos on this project, you know, it was mostly done with the GoPro, and we would just hang it somewhere, and we'd all just start working. We'd even forget the camera's there, you know. So, you know, it's not the best as far as quality, you know, the videos, but it does show you the different steps. You know, if we'd had time, it'd be nice to really show, you know, close-ups, you know, everything we did. But man, that, you know, that'd have been a lot of footage, you know, having this overall view and then having some close-ups, you know, that would have been a lot, especially with as long as it's taken me to get around to getting these edited. It's taking us a long time. So, but hey, we're about done with this car now. We've got clear coat on it, and we're almost done with our third coat of that. And that'll be it for this video. And then the next video is going to be the last video. I mean, we are going to put this car together, and you're going to see it done, see the stripes, see it, see what it looks like inside and out. And I know it's really hard to probably tell from this video, but man, it really did. It turned out really good. And the finished product, I did take some pictures, which, you know, I will show in the next video that does do a better job of showing, you know, what it looks like. In a lot of my other videos, I'm just showing one thing at a time, you know, how to do one specific thing. And, you know, it's a lot easier to get more in depth with that video and with the editing and all this. But this project, you know, we is shooting everything, you know, the entire process from start to finish is on video. And, you know, that's a lot of editing, hours and hours of editing. And even though we take some of the dead time out, you know, it's still, you know, a lot of footage on there to work with. But we now have it done. We have it completed. We got the 3 coats of clear coat on. I know it's hard to tell from this photo, but it looks absolutely great. And we're going to get it unmasked and start putting it back together. And as always, really appreciate you all for watching this videos, especially this video series. You know, it's taken me, you know, forever to get it edited, but you know, it's been a long work in progress, but we have just about got this done. Then I can start working on some new things, some different videos. And if you like this video, be sure and give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share this with your friends, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to us, and if you have any questions or comments, just go below, leave your questions and comments right there. I hope you have a great and productive week, and I'll see you in the next video. If you have not subscribed, just click that big red button and subscribe to us. We also have a playlist of videos about spray gun adjustment. If you want to learn more about adjusting your spray gun, you can click the video on the left to watch the entire playlist. Or if you want to see this entire Eastwood video series, you can click the video on the right.